I mentioned in a recent vlog that I was interested in modeling the kind of things that would be suitable for 3D printing and that you would find in these sort of tabletop, I don't know, tabletop games where you play with soldiers and stuff and you set up modular devices. And I'm not explaining that very well, but hey, it's after midnight here, so anyways, this is going to be the first one that I'm going to give a try. Looks like very simple modeling, not particularly low poly because I'm going to use subdivision surfaces here and there, but we're going to model something like this SciFi vent, and we'll just keep on going and modeling different props. Some of them would maybe fit together in a scene and some of them wouldn't, but they're just, you know, good practice modeling and fun to see them in 3D. All right, so let's just use this. All right, so here I am in Blender. I'm in top view, and I'm going to go Shift A. Let's bring in a reference image. All right, there it is. Now, I think what I'll do is I will set up one of these, maybe this one here. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to pull this so that this one is roughly in the middle. Let's try that and see. I'm going to turn on this arrow here, so I deselect that. Circle, I'm just going to bring it in with the default number of vertices. Scale it down and see how close we are to the diagram. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, cool. So we'll just model off this, and I guess I'll provide a link to the image if I can. So E and S, I'm going to come into here, turn wireframe on. So we're going to have that, and then I'm going to hit E and S, and I'll have a region for that. And then what we're going to do is we're then going to come up a little bit, right? So let's go E and S, come into about here, pull this up a ways, E and S to about there, and then we're going to come down. We're going to start with that. Now, this little ring here is going to be this area. I really need another section in here to do this. So I'm going to scale this out a bit, and I'm just going to bring in an edge loop here, like that. So this area here, let me see what it looks like in wireframe. This area right there is going to be that raised part, so let's just do that. And let's bring this up a little higher. Okay, in edge selection, I'm going to Shift Alt and click there, and I'm going to hit E to extrude. I'm going to pull that down and give me some thickness so that I can get a pipe in there. It may have to be longer than that. Let's just have a look at this now. Okay, I'm going to hide the empty there. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's give a start on this. I'm going to grab this edge, Control B, pull back the bevel. I will be putting a subdivision surface on this, so I can probably get away with just one. We'll see. So we'll do that. In this area, I'm going to grab both of those edges, Control B to bevel. I'll just go with one, but I think I'll put another edge loop in the middle and pull it up. We'll see if that gives me enough roundness there. Both of these edges, bevel with one. And this is, I'm just going to pull it down further. All right, let's go Control 2, shade smooth. Okay, so let's come back into here and have a look at this. What I'll do is I'll grab both of these edges. It's just, no, I'll do one at a time. No, in fact, I think I'll take, let's turn that off for a second. What have I got? I think I'll take that edge and this edge and just come down a ways. That's okay. All right. Zoom in some more. We've got these pieces here, and there's some piece underneath. Looks like it doesn't go all the way. I don't know about that, but okay. Well, my 3D cursor is right in the middle, so let's just bring in a plane. Let's rotate X90. Let's scale it. It's going to come across. Let's lift it up. Scale that in the Z. I don't know if I can tell how long they are. Well, I sort of can get a sense that they might be almost as long as this, or maybe half that. Okay, let's period key to zoom in. Let's give it some thickness, E to extrude, and come out a little bit. And let's set the origin to geometry on that, and let's try a bevel, like, let's say, if I just do 2, I'm going to do that. Let's set this to 0.05 maybe. Okay, let's look top down and let's turn on that again. Okay. So they obviously can move. I'm going to have them on an angle though a little bit. Let's rotate this in the X. Okay, just by hand, let's shift D. By hand, by eye. Actually, my eyes are getting confused. I can't tell where they are. Now, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Kinda would like them thicker than that. Turn this off. Yeah, or another one in there. I feel like I want 5. There's too much space there. Unless I'm in the wrong spot. Unless that goes there. And this one goes here. That's definitely one there. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm starting to see. Okay, I'm starting to see. Yeah, this line here is this piece. The white is the edge of those. Let's just thicken them out like this. Do it again. There. There. Is it long enough? Ah, okay. Let's go back to global. Yeah. that. Now they're not going to be moved, but in case they were, I could just go in. How do I want to do this? Do I want to just scale them in, or do I want to cut them all weirdly? I think we need to just scale them in. All right, let's try SX. So you're under. Make sure. I really don't see anything else now. That one's probably fine then. Okay, let's look at you. Nothing showing, so just this one too. That's it there. Let's take this and move this above the diagram. And then we have those. So how are we going to do that? Are we going to bring in a cylinder and bevel it? Or a UV sphere? Or are we going to take a cube and turn it into a sphere? That is what I want to know. What are we going to do? Let's first try a cylinder. Let's try 24. Let's leave the end capped. Scale it down. See where that gets placed. Yeah, I'll have to make some adjustments to this just to make it work in this particular diagram model. I think I'll do it like that. So the thought was, would this be enough? I'm going to set the origin to the geometry for now. Bring that up. If I just shade smooth. Now, if I put on this, let's just see. Yeah, that would more than work for what I need. Well, slightly flatten top, but that would be all right. That would be okay. Now, I think I will do this. We'll get rid of those. Like that. Okay, my 3D cursor is in the middle, but I want it, let's make sure that it's in the middle of this, which it is. This is symmetrical, and I think I'm going to rotate these around, and I'm not sure about this pipe. I don't think they're under the pipe, so maybe I'll rotate them around and then delete the ones that are going to interfere with the pipes. And the way I think I'd like to do this is with an empty. Bring in an empty and have these sort of arrayed and sort of parented to that empty, and rotate the empty. So let's try that. Let's go Shift A, plane axis empty, and then let's take this and add an array. Just add a bunch of these. Instead of relative, let's use this object offset. Choose the empty. For this, let's set the object origin to the 3D cursor. And then take the empty and rotate the empty like this. Now perhaps I could be looking in wireframe. Doing this, and let's go back to these guys and let's up the count. I might just do it like that. I think that's a good enough representation of what we're trying to achieve here. And it looks like this is flatter, thinner than what I've done here. Thought the pipes came into there, but I think the pipes come into this. Yeah, so, and sort of interact with that stuff. So we'll see if this is tall enough. It might not be. I might have to shift alt and click there and go plus a couple of times. Look from the side. I may need to do this so I got more room, and take these maybe and pull them up a little bit, just like that. I think I'm happy with these, and so I think I'm going to go ahead and apply that array, and then I can get rid of that empty there. All right. Okay, so pipes. This kind of thing. So how about we just bring in a plane, rotate X 90. Take that back, rotate X 90. Scale it down. I'll bring it over. Edit mode 1, M to merge in the center. There it is. How about we just take that from here and extrude out to here, and then look from the side and extrude it down. Let's take the whole thing though and have it come from here. So I'll show you what I've got. I've got this. All right. This can go extend below that for now. And this is going to become my pipe. And the way I'll do that is I'll select that vertex, and I want to bevel it. And in edit mode for these, I'm going to go Shift Control B and pull that. And I would like to have 5 points like that, so that this middle point is right in the middle of the curve. I got 2 going, that kind of thing. All right, so I've got that. I'm going to come over here, Object, Convert to Curve, and in the Curve dialog box over here, I'm going to come down to Geometry, Depth. I'm going to hold Shift down because it moves quick, and I'm dragging to the right. And I think this will work for these pipes. Let's just shade smooth and see if that could be even smooth enough. Let's have a look at this. I think I get an okay curve there. I could put a subdivision surface on if I want to. If you want to have a look at that with it selected, I'll go Control+. It's not that much difference. But I think I like it a little bit better. And it's such a simple model. I think I would stick with that probably. All right, so I would have that pipe there, and then I'll do this, and 0.175. Honestly, for pipes, not that thrilled with this one. I prefer this style, so I think I could probably get away with the same pipe, just copied in different locations. So I might just do it once, and that's it. Well, let's have a look at whether or not that, so that goes through. Once I can convert it to a mesh, I can play with that. Just can't really do anything there, so I'm gonna go with that. Now, when I convert this to a mesh, based on this, it can create a lot of polys. I'm just gonna switch this to 4, and I'm gonna go convert to mesh, and let's have a look. Okay, so that's what it is. Before I do anything with that, let's look down from the top, and if I just move that to there, shouldn't affect anything. That's fine. Let's do that. 2 for edge selection. Let's SX0, just straighten it out. Control B, come out to about there, roll my mouse back so it's just a segment like that. Get out of here. And let's E and Alt S and come up. Okay. All right, let's tame this a little bit. Okay, let's try that. All right, back into edit mode. Let's go and grab these 2 edges here. Control B, pull them, or roll my mouse up a couple times. Let's bring an edge loop in here. I'll bring an edge loop down here too. And do the same on this side. Actually, I may not have to. I just have to be able to do that. One on that side, 2 on the other. All right, so for this part, also, I'm just looking at this. I don't like it curving so far away from everything else. So I think I'm going to bring that in like this. And I also think I might scale X 0. Do it like that. I'll worry about the middle inside in a bit. All right. So let's just copy the Shift-D, rotate Z 180. Let's just do it like this. I guess I do need an edge loop in here. Gonna know. Let's try it this way. Actually, let's shift alt and click that. That one, I think we can get away with doing it like that. And this one, it's pretty destructive. But so I do that, and then I just got to switch this to clear outer. And then I think if I was putting this on the wall, I would select that, and I would come over to snapping. Snap to edge, let's say, and pull this up and snap it to that edge. And I might do the same for all of these. And that may adjust the curvatures a little bit. I could grab both of these at the same time, but it doesn't matter to me. Just pull it up and hover my mouse over there. And this one, pull it up, hover my mouse over any of them. They're all the same. I might consider an edge selection. I might consider dissolving those and having it sort of a softer look like that. And that is the model I wanted to make. I selected all, edit mode, selected all, Alt N, recalculate outside, so my polys get flipped. Okay, so there is the first of those models. And I think that looks pretty cool. Not sure if I'll use that for anything, but it was just practice to do this. I'm going to leave it like that because this is about modeling, not about texturing. We could maybe texture them later, so we'll see. Cool. Let's move on to the next one.